Give me a thumbs up if you can all see that okay.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay, good evening, everyone. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Louise Marks, and I've been in network marketing for 13 years, a very, very long time. What I am really, really passionate about is showing people how they can build a business using social media. My business, when I got in network marketing, I was terrified. I didn't want to speak to anybody I knew in case they took the mickey out of me, in case they rejected me. I had a massive fear of rejection. I didn't want to get laughed at. And that's why I was stuck for 2 years in my business, because I was just had all these limitations of I can't succeed, I can't succeed, I can't succeed. And then I started to tap into social media. And interestingly, one of the things that I kicked off and then it just went crazy on social media at the time was using local Facebook groups. So local Facebook groups, I was posting kind of ads in there, and I recruited so many people, but then what everyone within the network marketing industry caught onto that. And then people got fed up with it. So I had to move on to looking at other ways of generating and building a team using Facebook. And that's exactly what I did. And the team grew to around 7,000. At the time, at its peak, I was earning about £26,000 a month, alongside getting the chairman's bonus checks. The largest was 136,000, and that was just an end of year bonus. And my business at the time was turning over around 4 million a year, all using Facebook. So I'm very, very passionate about it, and also very, very passionate about helping others to do the same. So this week, what I'm going to be covering is the second part of live video. I may kind of refer back to some of the stuff that we discussed last week. And remember, this is a two-way thing. So if you've got any questions or anything comes up or you're struggling with anything, then please ask. Why is that frozen on me? I don't want it to freeze, and it is. Hold on. Okay, so first of all, we have to make sure that what we're doing is getting it right. So have you ever thought, when you're looking at somebody's lives, oh my God, they've absolutely nailed it, and then you look at others and think maybe not? It only seems that way because being charismatic on camera is a skill and you can master it. It just takes time. Now, one of the things that I have always coached when I've been working with people that are within my team is make mistakes, because that's the way that you learn. Now, old school network marketing was picking up the phone, going out in the street, talking to absolutely everybody, and those things still work, of course, but I can remember being made to sit down. I had a contact list, and I was having to phone people and feeling physically sick. And I'll be honest, I talked about everything and anything, and I can remember kind of losing that person because I was overcompensating, because I was panicking. However, that for me was building my knowledge of what you can do within network marketing and what works and what doesn't work. So what I really, really encourage you is when you find that something you're doing isn't working, not to berate yourself, not to say, hey, this isn't working, I'm rubbish, I'm this, I'm that. You go, okay, this doesn't work. I've learned from that. Now I'm going to try something different. And that's very, very much the same with your live videos. I can imagine for those, I have got a list here of who's done lives because I've been checking. When you went on the first time thinking, oh my goodness, what do I look like? What are people thinking? However, once you do things over time, it becomes very, very comfortable. Now, for those of you that are driving, you're obviously on here to get a car, so you should be. Can you remember, particularly in the UK, because we've got gear sticks, and in the US with your automatics, that's a lot easier. getting in the car for the first time when I was learning to drive and thinking, oh my goodness, I've got pedals, I've got the clutch, I've got, you know, I've got to change gear, I've got to indicate, I've got to check my mirrors. I am never going to be able to do this. But over time, what happens is that it's second nature. And now you can drive and think, oh, cool, I can't even remember getting from A to B. So it just takes time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you some tips on smashing your Facebook lives. So when, as you can see, I'm talking to you guys, I mean, I am very briefly looking at my notes, but looking into the camera when you are speaking to somebody is really, really important to maintain eye contact. It's the same, you know, when you're talking to somebody, you want to maintain eye contact. I mean, not weirdly, like staring at them like that, you know, that makes people feel uncomfortable. But when you are with somebody, you naturally you make the eye contact. It can feel very, very strange because you feel like you're not talking to anybody, but don't be focusing on your face, focus on the camera, the one that I'm pointing at right now, but you would have that on your phone. You want to talk to one person, so pretend like you're talking to your best friend. This will make your video very, very personal, and it will build that trust and connection that you need. But this is something that has to be consistent. Now, I'm not saying you have to go live every day. However, one of the challenges that I did set my team, which was when I was in my first company for 10 years, do a 30-day live challenge, no matter what. Do you think from day one of you starting your live videos to day 30 that you would have improved? Absolutely. And the consistency is key, because what you'll get to from day 1 to day 30, you'll be like, it will be so natural and so easy and so comfortable for you. I have touched on this throughout. We're on, what are we on, day 8, week 8 or week 9? So making sure that your Facebook looks really, really good. Does it give you credibility, likability, and provoke curiosity? Now, I have been going through people's Facebook profiles. There are some that, you know, still need tweaking. So what I would recommend for those, you know, that are new and have just joined, go back and watch the previous trainings, because I'm just running a series of 12 weeks with Instagram coming next week. So, you know, have a facelift on your Facebook, but go back and watch those trainings. Remember, you are a human first. You don't want commission breath. You don't want to be that person that is sales, sales, sales. So you need to be a human first, a marketer second. And when creating videos, you don't want to think about selling. You need to think about providing something that's special for your audience. This will feel more natural and fun for you too. So, you know, last week there was on that on last week's, I was talking about finding what your niche is. So remember that you're an educator, you're teaching people, and the things that you are learning from Ray Higdon are uncashed checks. So you need to be that person that is educating. It can be on absolutely anything. What you don't want to be doing, again, at the same time, is talking about lots of different things. You want to be thinking about, okay, what is it I'm passionate about and interested in? Because remember, people buy from people. And the difference between you and I, you know, Lady V, Mark, for example, the people that have built massive networks, is because they've already done that work. They have relationships with people, so they've built that trust. It's just that we're on, you know, on different pages, and you may well be starting out your journey now, but absolutely you can get there. And how do I know that you can get there? Because when I started in network marketing, I never ever thought that I would get to the point that I did. I grew up in a toxic environment. We grew up on a council estate. We had no money, and life was not good for me growing up. So I had a very, very negative mindset. I've got no qualifications. I've said this before. I was put into a class. I was segregated from secondary education because they said that I had a learning need, never had any diagnosis. And I carried with me that I was stupid for a very, very long time. However, I now know that I'm not stupid, and I've learned so much about myself that that's why I always say never ever prejudge who you are speaking to, because you can quite literally change somebody's life, because it isn't about money, just the money. It's not just about a car. It's you develop as a person in network marketing. Because you are surrounded by inspirational people, you become, what's the stats, you become the person that the 5 most people that you spend time with. So think about your circle of influence, and if your circle of influence is you've got a lot of negativity, you need to be spending time with people that are going to lift you. They're going to be your cheerleader, and you have that within this group. You have that when you attend these trainings. I mean, I hope that when you come on here that you think, do you know what, I can do this, and not focus on what other people's opinions are, because you have absolutely no control over that. But what you do have control over is the way that you take that information in. I used to teach my team a number of things. I'm kind of going off on a tangent, but I've got some strategies to do. If you are going to an environment where somebody doesn't believe in what you're doing within network marketing, visualize yourself in this protective bubble. And in that protective bubble, the words that are coming to you, it's not going to work, it's a scam, it's a pyramid scheme, it's a Ponzi scheme, that those words that are coming to you are just bouncing on that invisible ball, and they're not having an effect on you. And the other tip that I'll give you is the 60-second rule. The 60-second rule is, if you are having a bad day or something has happened, you know, stuff comes up, and somebody has said something and it's affecting your mindset, what I want you to do is give yourself 60 seconds. And you have 60 seconds to have a pity party or whatever you want to call it. But what I want you to say to yourself is what I'm thinking serving me right now for me to be feeling that way? And if it's not serving you, let it go. Do not let anyone deny you the dreams that you're looking for. Just focus on you, have laser focus, almost have those blinkers on, you know, the things that the horses wear, and let it all go away. Anyways, a couple of tips for you there. So you need to have a daily routine. So to lead others, be sure to lead yourself with daily work as gratitude practice and personal development into your daily routine. So what is it that you're doing to get yourself set and ready for the day? Now, journaling is really good. I've absolutely loved The Secret. It's worked for me phenomenally in my network marketing journey. What is it you're doing to take care of you, whatever it is? And also, if you're having a difficult time, what is it that you can do to make yourself feel better? Like, I get overwhelmed. I think I've got a neurodiverse condition, whether that's ADHD or autism, I'm not entirely sure, that I can get very, very overwhelmed, because my mind can go at 1,000,000 miles an hour, and that's why I can go off into like giving you all these different bits of information, because I get excited and passionate. But that is not good for me, because my to-do list is endless and then I get overwhelmed. What I do is, when I feel like that, is just I down tools and I go, right, I need to get into bed, I need to sleep, I need to get outside, I need to do those things. So you need to make sure that you have time for you. It isn't all about business, because what I would do is I would work, burnout, and then I would be ill. So make sure that you have some kind of routine that is working for you. And it's also going to help your videos, because If you are looking after you because you are number one, the priority, then your excitement and passion is going to come through those videos. However, if you're not looking after yourself and you're not practicing gratitude or whatever it is that you need to do to look after yourself, then your videos aren't going to be as great. Another tip for you, just quickly, we have something that I've introduced to, I've got 5 children at home, but the oldest is 18, the 2 youngest are 4, that kids like to moan, don't they? And us as adults, we like to moan. And one of the things that you can say to yourself, if you find yourself, you know, moaning about something or being negative, think about 3 things that you're grateful for. Because when you are in that mindset of being grateful, you cannot think negatively. So think about the good things that are in your life and remember why you're doing it. So consistency. So you have to be ridiculously consistent. We mean when you post, the style of your delivery and the topics you choose. So when an audience expects something specific from you, they'll be more likely to return. So let's say all you guys, you're coming in and you have been coming in for the last 8 weeks to come and spend time with me to learn. And you keep coming back because it's something that you want to learn about. And that's why it's really, really important that you find your niche and what you're going to be talking about. And it can be anything, and it doesn't have to be it does. I don't want it to be car club. It needs to be about you, because remember, people buy from people. If you build trust, then people will want to join you. And I would hope to think that you guys have built trust in me, which is why you keep coming back. And you can probably gauge from the way that I am very, very passionate about delivering these trainings for you guys, because I want you guys to succeed. Okay, see yourself as a winner already. So if you're going to go live, what I don't want you to be doing is saying, oh, you know, what am I going to say? Am I going to forget it? What you want to do is kind of visualize. Visualizing can be very, very powerful. Visualize how you want it to go. And what I want you to do is go, okay, this is how it's going to go. It's going to be amazing. You know, I'm not going to forget anything. I'm going to be building a very, very successful business. Just make sure that you're not thinking negatively before you go on. I know it's natural to feel nervous. And one of the things that's really, really powerful, because all of that, I'm trying to think of the word that comes up, cortisol. So all that anxiety, and you'll be struggling with your breath. Take some very, very deep and long breaths before you go on. It will naturally calm down your nervous system. And you can fake it till you make it, but also people are going to be drawn to your confidence. However, if you show your vulnerability and you tell people, hey, I'm doing these lives, this is my 4th one, I'm really, really nervous, people will connect with you because that person's real. But you can also fake that confidence, entirely up to you. And remember, you are you. I don't want you to be comparing yourself to somebody else, for example, that has been doing live videos for 6 months and you've just started. So be unapologetically you. We know it's easier said than done, but with practice, your personality and your sparkle will shine. So growing your audience. The truth is, audience want and need to be told what to do. So if you want something, you've got to ask for it. So do I really know enough to be teaching this? So when you're going to be putting into your head, do I know enough? You only need to know 1% more than anyone else. I touched on that last week. So when you are talking about a subject, whatever that might be, so for example, mental health, I'm really, really passionate about mental health and protecting mental health. So, you may have people that jump on. Invite your audience to share the video in the beginning and at the end of your broadcast. Ask genuine questions so they can interact with your content and leave comments. What that's going to do for your live video is that people are going to have a fear of missing out. And if they're seeing lots and lots of comments, reward good behavior. So if you have fans who share your content, recognize them next time on your live video. People love that. People want to feel valued and recognized. And actually, you know, in network marketing, people join this business for very, very different reasons. It could be affiliation, it could be growth, it could be development. And I know that recognition goes a very, very long way. And show up and deliver. You never know who's watching. Can you, everyone, please remain muted? Or Darren, can you make sure everyone is muted, please?
And not the teenagers account.
Okay, fantastic, thank you. And the thing is, you never ever know who's watching. So I did, you know, I had to take a few days out. I've got some stuff going on at home. I've done a couple of lives, and I did some lives in my Christmas group. But you can actually see on my live, there's quite a few comments on there, but the views are like 460. I've been viewed 460 times. So, you know, you never ever know who's watching. And you will have people that are stalking your Facebook profile that are curious about what it is that you are doing. So make sure that you are just showing up and you are, you know, getting your live videos done. So you want likes, comments, and shares. So this is stuff that I have covered before, but you need to spend 15 to 30 minutes a day liking and commenting on your friend's post. We need to be warming up the algorithm, of course, but you need to make sure that you are building the relationships. You can't just be doing lives and then not doing any of the others, because it's not going to work. So when you're interacting with your friends' posts, and the more you comment on, your video is going to be showing up on their newsfeed, which is what you want. Your friends will see you as a real human, not as someone, there you go, commission breath or an agenda each time they talk to you. And when you comment on a friend's post, speak as if it was you speaking. So be yourself and be genuine. Super important, because if you're doing all that work with the live videos, but you're not building connections, building relationships, messaging people on Facebook that you've not connected with for a while, then it's not going to work. So you need to make sure that you've got a balance, which is why it's important for you to have a daily plan. We are teachers, okay? We are teachers, we don't sell. You only need to know 1% more than the people around you to look like an expert. It may well be that you want to have a niche in teaching people about network marketing, or teaching people how to build on social media, because you've been learning from me for the last 8 weeks. And there's stuff that you've learned that people on social media that are in network marketing that don't yet know. So you have, in the word of Ray Higdon, uncashed checks. So the second you start selling all the time, you're going to lose your audience. So be that educator, be that teacher. So find interesting insights, trainings, or resources, or add your unique spin and share it with your audience. There is tons and tons of free content on YouTube, on Google, for you to go and teach yourself, so that you can then go and educate. So think about the things that you're passionate about, and then start providing content, because you'll be providing a service and your audience will have a powerful reason to keep coming back. And if you're new, show yourself in that process. You know, if anyone is on this evening that's only just started their journey within network marketing, show them that journey. Because this is going to show you from the start, from you learning and growing, and you'll need to be vulnerable, and people will really, really connect with that. But your audience will love you for that. So they will see themselves in you, because a lot of people you know, worry about, you know, all sorts of things. You know, lots of people are vulnerable. So seeing that from somebody that's going live can be very, very powerful. You've just got to trust the process, and you won't be transforming for long. So converting. So, all right, we're going live. I know some of you have been going live and you're making awesome videos. So now what? Next comes the exciting part, which is making the money. But how do you do that? So what you need to do is you need to go through the comments on all your videos and reach out to those people who made them and direct message the people who are responding and interacting with you. These folks are much more likely to join because they're interacting. Provide a call to action, of course, for people to reach out to you. It's super important on your lives that you're doing that. Hey, you know, if anything resonates with you, please reach out to me, for example. Or what you don't want to be saying is comment for information, because remember I was talking about the Facebook algorithm. They're listening to lives for words to see if it's spammy. So something like, you know, if this resonates with you, reach out, that sort of thing. So the people that are interacting with your videos, because they're watching those videos, nurture and build that relationship. In the beginning, when people are connecting with your videos, all you want to do is connect with those quality leads and build solid relationships. That is it. You don't want to start selling because you're going to lose people, because people will think that you're only nurturing or building that relationship because you want them to join their team. It isn't about that. You've got to make sure that you are building trust, and you need to focus on the relationship before you can even think about closing. So for example, there was a lady that was in my team. She's in Wales. I've shown her MyCarClub. She's not interested. However, every day we're chatting on Facebook. Hey, how are you doing? She started a new job. She hates it, because people's circumstances change, and people will change their mind. People lose their jobs. People get made redundant. People need more money. So circumstances change. And all I'm doing with her is the kit days. I'm keeping in touch, and I'm nurturing and building that relationship. And actually, me and her have become really, really good friends, because I've not been talking about MyCarClub, because at the minute she said no. All I'm doing is building that relationship. So what I found is that it's actually been really, really nice, because obviously I've had that time away from network marketing, but I'm building solid friendships on social media, and that's what you guys need to be doing. So how are you going to broadcast like a pro? So I'm going to give you some tips on some tools and things that you can use. So a tripod can be really, really good. A lot of these things you can get on Amazon. A mic, you don't need it if you've got, you know, a good laptop. And you need to get a really good ring light. I've got a massive ring light. I've not got it on tonight, but I'm sat in front of windows, so it's fine. You can choose an interesting but uncluttered background. If your living room is a mess, just don't show it. You can go and do your live videos in the garden or somewhere that is a kind of clear space. And make sure you don't shoot directly into a window, because your audience are not going to be able to see you. But with me right now, what I'm doing is I've got a big window in front of me. So although it's starting to get dark, of course, it's just creating natural light, and it just looks really, really nice. So a tripod for you to put your phone on, so you haven't got to hold it. A ring light, in fact, you can get just the little ring lights for the top of the phones. It makes it it just makes your live videos look very, very crisp, and make sure you've not got a cluttered space. So you can invest in a mic. I mean, I can't remember the name of my one. I spent about £90 on my mic, but the audio quality does need to be good, and you need to make sure that you're like me now. I'm sat upright. I'm not slumping. But when you are opening up your chest, you're coming across as confident. And being on a squishy seat, you know, sunken in, is just going to swallow your energy and make your posture look sloppy. So, you know, making sure that you're sat on a good chair and you're sat up and you are going, I'm ready to take on the world. So now you should have everything you need to go and smash those lives. And next week we have Instagram training. So let me stop sharing a second. Okay. Before I go on to ask some other questions, has anyone got any questions? You're not normally this quiet. Gemini, my friend.
Do we raise our hand or do we just talk?
I'm just gonna, if you raise your hand, that would be really, really good. Gemini, if you want to go first. You're muted, lovely.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah.
Okay, I'm obviously new, well, not obviously, but I am new with the program. How do I get to watch your previous sessions? I'm sure they was recorded. Is there a link or something I need to go to be able to see the previous sessions that you gave?
Are you in the Car Club WhatsApp group?
The workshop group, you say?
The WhatsApp group.
No, I'm not on the WhatsApp. I just go to messages on Facebook. I'm not in the WhatsApp group.
Okay, so Gemini, what I would suggest is if you send me a friend request on Facebook, I'm Louise Marks.
Louise Marks?
Marks,
Okay.
yeah, Marks. What I'll do is I'll add you into our, because I've created a Facebook group for subscribers where I put content and things in there. And I'll make sure that all the recordings are in there. I do know that the recordings, there's going to be a library in the back office eventually, with all of my content in there. But what I'll do is I'll get all of the recordings in there once I've added you in, because you've
I'll do it.
reminded me, because I've not done that yet.
Okay.
Okay, so winwith.net, who's that?
That's Van. And since I met
Hi,
you
Van,
on the
you're
8th,
right.
which is, yeah, I joined this company on the 8th, so you will eventually and very soon get tired of hearing my voice. But Sister Louise, you're wearing a beautiful outfit today,
Thank
yellow
you.
shirt. Now, when I go through YouTube posts and things, generally an outfit like yours would cause me to click on the link because it's eye-grabbing.
Mhm.
So I think that if everyone decides to post something with them, wear an outfit that you might just use for your post that's very eye-grabbing like that. I can't use social media at this time for reasons you and I will discuss later. But that's a phenomenal way, I think, for us to get people to click on us, is just with an eye-grabbing visual like you are right now.
Thanks for that, Van.
Absolutely.
Right. Who is winwith.net? Do you want to unmute?
That's fine, that is.
No, because Van was on
Yeah.
the one I.
Winwith.net is a phone, and winwith.net is also.
Okay, perfect. Dell?
I just wanted to let you know that your training is nicely and neatly organized in the MyCarClub YouTube channel, and it's under the section called Social Media Training, number 4.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, they should all be on YouTube. Yeah. Thanks, Dell. Okay. For those of you that raise your hands, can you put them down for me? Because I want to see a show of hands. I'm going to ask a question.
Brother Gemini, can you lower your hand?
That's it. Perfect. So can you give me
I
a
do have
show
another
of...
question though.
Oh, go on. What is it?
Okay, I typed in your name on Facebook and there was several Louise Marks. How do I know which is yours?
Are you on Facebook as Gemini?
Gemini Walker, yes.
Well, I'm not sure. I'm sure there's probably not many of you. So let me have a look quickly. What's your profile picture?
I got on a baseball cap and a yellow skirt, I think.
Oh yeah, I found you. I can't send you a friend request, but I've just followed you,
Great.
so you'll be able to
Okay.
send me a request.
All
Okay.
right. Thank you so much. Thank you so
That's
much.
all right. You're welcome. Okay. So, give me a show of hands. Oh, Van, have you got something else?
For
Yeah,
me,
I
no.
wanted to also be friend requested.
Okay.
It's just Van Tassel. I'm pretty well. Kai Van 8, KYVAN 8.
Okay.
Thank you.
Right. Can you give me a show of hands if over the last week you have done live videos? Now, I know Diana has. I know the two Terrys have. And I definitely know that Phil's been doing them because Phil has done them every day since. I want to give you guys a massive, massive shout out. So I know that for some of you that would have been scary. So for those that have been doing the live videos, what I would like to do with you guys is have a private Zoom call. Firstly, to be able to congratulate you, but also give you some one-to-one coaching on what you can do to grow your business and grow it fast. So what you guys need to do is reach out to me on Facebook, and we will organize a Zoom call with the 4 or 5 of you that have been doing lives. Now, guys, go and do your live videos. Don't feel scared. Push yourself out of your comfort zone, and you'll nail it. It's just going to take some time. So thank you guys for coming to join me again this evening. What I'm going to be doing next week is Instagram and the power of Instagram. Yeah, I've got lots more coming up. So massive congratulations to everybody that has done lives. For those that are going to do them, I can't wait. Please send me friend requests on Facebook, because what I will do is if I see your lives, you can tag me in them. I will jump on them to make sure that I'm giving you lots and lots of comments, because then people are going to see that. But also I want to celebrate you. I want to be that cheerleader for you. And also, if you are seeing other people that are doing lives that are within my car club, go give them some love, because we are one team, aren't we? And we are all helping each other. So thank you guys for coming to see me. It's been lovely to spend time with you this evening. And for those of you that join the Sunday presentation, come see me on Sunday. All right, my friends. Give us a wave. I'll see you all soon.
Thank you.
All right. See you later.
Excellent.
Bye.
Cheers.
Bye.
Amazing training. Thank you, Sister Louise.
You're really welcome. See you later. Bye.
Louise. Very good.